Hi, and welcome back. I'm very excited to share with you some tips on placement strategy. My goal is to keep everything in these videos really short, really quick, so let's just dive right in. Okay, and I love whiteboards, so this is really exciting that it works. So let's start with this. Let's say, here's you, okay? This is you. You're happy. And you've got two spots underneath you, okay? You're building two teams, okay? This is like your two team leaders. You're going to build two organizations. If you want to be one of the top earners, you're going to think of yourself as building two massive organizations. Now, these two top people, they may or may not end up being your two best people. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to want to try and start with your two, thinking of them in that way, okay? So now how to decide who goes where, okay? One thing to keep in mind, especially as you're placing your first two people, is to think of two spheres of influence. Okay, this is what my mentor taught me. So think of two spheres of influence, because what's going to happen is these people, they're both on your team, but they're not on each other's team because they're not connected. Okay, so the volume and the bonuses, it accumulates upwards up this line. It doesn't accumulate across. So these two people now are not on the same team. Okay, so if these two people know each other and have some friends in common, they have some mutual friends, then that's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them, because then they're going to be competing to try and get the same group of people to join their team because they each have two spots, right? So you don't want that. You want, if these people know each other and like each other, then you want to keep them on the same team, okay? Now, if they know each other and they don't like each other, then you might want to split them up. So this goes for like family members that don't get along, and anything else you can think of really in that respect. So, two spheres of influence. Okay, maybe one is like work, one is school, or one is like warm market, one is leads. It's really up to you how you want to do it, but just keep that in mind, that if they know each other and they have mutual friends, you want to keep them on the same side. Okay. Now, next, let's say you enroll your first two people. Great, good for you. And then you find a third person who you're going to enroll, okay? And maybe a fourth and a fifth. So where do you place them? Do you start filling them in like this? No. We don't want to do that, okay? What we want to do is we want to build down the outside legs, okay? We want to keep going down the outside legs, okay? And we want to let these people fill in the inside legs for themselves, okay? There's a number of reasons for this, but you don't want to build their inside legs, okay? For one thing, what this does is this means, if this is someone that you brought in, then this person supports that. And this person supports both of those people. And this person supports all three of those people. So it means every successive person you bring in helps every other person. Now, let's say if you put this person, instead of putting them there, if you put them there, it helps this guy, but it doesn't help these two. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because I don't really know how else to explain it. So you want to put everybody in line, okay? So that way everybody helps everybody, okay? Same thing over here. Now, let me use a different color and show you. So what you want to, talking about building down the outside legs, right? So that's going to make sure that everybody supports everybody. Now, when you've got this person, I'm using a different color because that's going to be this person enrolled. So you enrolled everybody in blue, and now this person is going to enroll the people in pink. So now this person's going to build down their outside leg. Does that make sense? Okay? You're going to teach them to do the same thing. And the reason that you don't want to build someone's inside leg for them is because this is about duplication. Okay, this is about doing what you do. And if this person never has to do anything to make a check, then what are they going to teach the people that are below them? To never do anything, right? So your duplication is going to stop pretty quickly if you do that, okay? So what you want to teach people is that, yes, I will help you. Yes, I will support you. I will do half of the work for you. But if you want to make money and earn a check, you're going to have to step up and build your inside leg. Okay, so to summarize, okay, two spheres of influence, okay, people that know each other and like each other need to stay on the same side. Okay, always build down the outside legs. Okay, don't build the inside leg for someone. Remember, this whole thing is about placement strategy. So this is one of the things where your mentor and someone like me, we're really here to help you. You know, you can get the basics of how to click buttons and how to use a website and how to set up a Gmail account from a video. But when it comes to strategy, if you have questions, this is exactly the kind of thing that you want to really rely on your mentors for, okay? So call them, email them, ask them. If you're not sure, it's better to get it right the first time, okay? Because you can't change it once it's done, okay? You really can't change it once it's done. And so you want to get it right. So if you're not sure, ask. Okay. So that's placement strategy. That's how you should build your downline, and that's how you need to teach your people to build their downline. That way we're all building it in the same way. Because imagine what's going to happen, right? If I'm up here, you know, way up here above, you can't even see my hand, I'm so far up there. Or, you know, let's say maybe this is me and this is you and these are other people we enroll. If everybody's building down the outside leg, what that does is that's going to create a power line type of situation where if we're all adding to that same line, then we're all supporting one another's efforts and we're all working as a team. And that's going to make our job a lot easier. It's going to really help all of us all the way up the line. So definitely do that. You know, don't just randomly build on people's inside legs. Be strategic, be systematic, and be consistent. And if you do those things and you teach your downline to do the same thing, you're going to see greater success in your business.
Hello and welcome to the Text Leader's explanation of what a binary plan is and how to be successful using one. By the end of this, you're going to know all the mechanics behind a binary and how to place new members in your own team. So here it is. There's you. You're basically building out two legs. Each one's a sales team and you get paid on the short leg. You get paid on all the activity below you, whether you sold the account or somebody below you sold the account that you didn't even sponsor. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand what I mean by that. So here's exactly how it works. There's your sponsor and they just got introduced to the business and they sponsored you right away. But before you had a chance to sponsor anybody, they sponsored someone else. Now, since that person came in after you, they're going to go below you on that shared sales team. But before you can even get started, somebody above your sponsor sponsored someone, and that person again goes below you because you came in before them. When you finally get your person, you want to put them on that same leg that you're getting momentum on right now, and you'll start to notice if everything's going correctly, you're going to have some more building without direct efforts of your own. So when you go ahead and sponsor your second person, now you're qualified to earn on a binary compensation plan. Because remember, you get paid on the short leg. So you want to try to keep these even at all times. So go ahead and sponsor your third person, put them on the shared leg, and then you're going to notice this person just experienced the same thing that happened to you when you joined the business. You had somebody put right underneath you. So if you're not sure which one your shared leg is, it's the one that's starting to pick up speed without any direct effort of your own. Because the people above you are going to be building their own teams and putting people in this shared leg. Doesn't mean you want to give up on it. Ideally in this business, you want to put some more people and have them create their own momentum. And after you sponsor your third person on this shared leg, you should be through. In theory, in a good binary, if you sponsor 3 people on a shared leg, it should continue along with the momentum so that no one has to build that leg out again. So that's the theory behind putting 3 on the shared leg and then focusing all your efforts on your short leg. You're going to notice when you get back here, though, some building is going to start happening on its own. Your team is going to start sponsoring people and building their own teams. So you want to focus all your effort on the weak leg and start putting people on the outside. Those people are going to need to put 2 people on each side of their business, and you're going to ask them to also put 3 people on the shared leg. This is going to create momentum for you, and you keep putting people on the outside of your leg. Now, in some instances, you might want to put them on the inside of your leg if you need somebody to qualify, if you need somebody to reach another level to qualify for another bonus for yourself. That would be an example of why you'd put somebody not on the outside. So what you're ultimately looking for is duplication. And you'll see these 2 that I pointed out, they're starting to get duplication. They're sponsoring a lot of people themselves, and their teams are starting to build out. And you're going to start seeing some organizations pop up. Just like you're building your own organization, people are going to be building organizations within yours. And that's when the real money comes in. When people start building organizations within your organization, they'll start seeing momentum really in action. And your sales team can look like that. So when a binary goes bad, take a look at your sponsor. Now, if your sponsor only sponsored 3 people that never did anything, and they're only getting paid on the 3 people who never did anything. So that's an example of a binary gone bad. Someone who had a great thing going on one leg and did nothing about it to leverage it on the other. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped you to understand what a binary compensation plan is. Have a great day.